Our coverage of the NFL has brought us to Space City and NRG Stadium, right next to where the old Astrodome sits, here in Houston, Texas. Today, our draw features two from the AFC, between the Denver Broncos and the Houston Texans. Marvin Mims now to return it. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Looking to throw right away. To his back, J.K. Dobbins. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Just a yard left to go on 2nd down. Nix from the gun. He finds Ingram working downfield here. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. It's a 30-yard gain, Brock, so unsurprisingly, that gives him a 1st down.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly, you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Shotgun handoff for Dobbins. And he's going to be down within a yard of that red zone as the stop is made. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
You want to drain some of the excitement, some of the noise from a home stadium? It's exactly how you do it when you go on the road. Run it right down their throat from the jump.
Offense is set. 1st and 10. Running it again with Dobbins. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Nix holds on to it. And they'll still have some work to do now on 3rd down as he only manages to get back to the line of scrimmage.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
On 3rd down, here's Nix. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
They run the counter with Dobbins. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up. And that right there, an early look at somebody who might just be the impact player in this ballgame.
Yeah, there's no question this strong safety loves to come downhill. Now, as an offense, you've got to adjust. You've got to throw over the top if he's willing to be that aggressive.
They've got a man in motion. Shotgun snap to Nix. Has him on the quick hitter. Touchdown, Denver! The Broncos finish up an excellent opening series. Cortland Sutton, the touchdown. Well, this coaching staff has got to be a happy partner. A calm and calculated opening drive. Really impressed with the score, how they controlled the football, and they played at their own pace.
Yeah, it's one of those drives that just pays dividends. I know it's the opening drive, but you're just taking some of the starch out of that defense and putting some doubt in their mind. Man, they just methodically shoved it right down our throat.
Here's Lutz, set to kick this away. Here's Trayvon Smith with the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's 1st and 10. Stroud completes it quick. And he will look this one up to the 28. Enough to stop that play with Jahdae Barron.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the gun, Stroud. He's going to pull this one down and run with it. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Texans, 1st down. 1st and 10.
And they can go ahead and stay in that huddle. We're at the end of the 1st quarter. It's the Broncos out in front. We'll make our return to NRG Stadium after this. Welcome back. We'll begin the 2nd quarter with the Texans in possession. They've got a first to begin the frame. Now the first carry for Nick Chubb. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Now, don't think for a second they're going to slow down the tempo. Defense on their heels. And right now is the best chance to go push that envelope and get aggressive.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. First give on the ground. It's Woody Marks. And that's good for a gain of 5. Brandon Jones up for the stop.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
On 2nd down, Marks. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up 3rd down. So the run goes backwards. What do you think, Brock? Is it time that they start getting a little more aggressive, take some more risks offensively?
Not in my book. You've not earned that right. I think a lot of play callers feel that same way, too. Man, you get to earn the right to be aggressive and take shots when you can do the basics, like, I don't know, run for a positive gain.
This might be a free play for him. Taken in by Kirk, right side. And good tackle, but a flag is down, likely against the defense. Looks like they're going to happily turn this one down and let the play stand. They've come out swinging to begin this contest as they've got it down to the 31. They'll run here following the penalty. This time they've got him. He can't break another tackle. He will go down behind the line. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
Shotgun now for Stroud. Right side cut by Higgins. And he's able to take this one down to the 25.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
Needing 4 here on 3rd down. This is going to be the 9th play of this drive. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. He's got it, complete to Collins. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're in the 1st and goal. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 10-yard line.
Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. And he's going to be bottled up right at the line as we reach the 2-minute warning.
Brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Broncos' 10-yard line.
We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down. There's a counter give to Chubb. And he's going to work ahead for a couple here. It's third down now. Denver calls the second of its 3 timeouts. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on third down. Stroud from the pistol. And he will score. It's a Houston touchdown. The Texans earn the chance to tie before halftime. Well, we all know, Brock, you want your players to get better as the game goes on and as they settle into a contest. But, man, it is tough to imagine this guy getting any better than he was on that opening drive, huh?
Yeah, you hear me all the time just talk about getting a quarterback in the rhythm, right?
Yeah.
Just the feel of the game. Yeah, you can't be much better than that. A perfect 5 for 5 and finish it off for 6. That is a sweet feeling heading to the sidelines.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. On the return, here's Mims. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Denver offense taking the field for their second drive. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10. Now Nix. They're trying to set up the screen. Dobbins. And they'll have a small gain up to about the 32. Kalen Bullock up to make the stop.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet, but this is kind of good on good. An offense gets a completion, not going backwards, and the defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept that screen to a minimal gain.
Second down now, 7 to go. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Outright, and Ingram makes the grab. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield.
14 yards.
Now the Broncos take their third and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
10 at the 46-yard line.
New set of downs for him from the 46. On first down, it's Nix. Absolutely fires this one right side. A lot of guys there, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Derek Stingley Jr. Will take possession in enemy territory as that return gets him across midfield. Stroud throwing here on first. Brought in. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
At the 41-yard line.
Second and 3 now. To the air, Stroud. Oh, look at this, here he goes. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Houston calls it second timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. throwing is Stroud. Completed over the middle. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. Final timeout called by the Texans. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone on first. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far. Well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Stroud. Short pass brought in. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Throwing again. It's Stroud. Complete. Dialing up Collins again. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Who knows when the deciding moment will come? We're underway in the second half of a deadlocked game. We dodged the tackle. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. So as we get set to begin the 3rd quarter, it's the Texans offense who's going to be out there first. And they could take control of the second half early, Brock, if they break the tie on this opening drive. Texans to the line, 1st and 10. Second half's going to start with a run by Chubb. And robbed by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
I know these D-ends love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. On play action, here's Stroud. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And then brings up 3rd down.
There was almost no resistance offered against a rush that came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. To the air on 3rd and long. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets 2, it could have gone the other way.
Texans going to kick this away on 4th, and it's Tommy Townsend on for the punt. And this somehow is only going to be our first punt of the game. Escapes a defender. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Broncos offense all set to go. And we've seen both extremes of this passing game so far, Brock. 1 touchdown and 1 interception on the ledger.
A home run and a strikeout. A little sampling of what works and what doesn't against this defense, Kate. Now, you got to try to emphasize those things that you found success on with that opening drive.
Play action with Nix. And he has it along the sideline, but he got a little too close to that edge. They're going to say he's out of bounds. We've got 2nd down.
This defense, they had to play him. And they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
From the 24 once again, it's 2nd and 10. Here's Nix. Setting up the screen. And this play reaches the 35 before it comes to an end. It's a gain of 12 there. And the Broncos will have a 1st down.
To this day, I could still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off. and go hit somebody like they did right there.
A give to Dobbins out of the shotgun. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
Shotgun snap to Nix. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
No connection on the last play. Now it's third down. They'll air it out on third. And he's not going to escape this. The Texans take him down. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up fourth down.
That was a situation where I think the previous drive, really affected the decision-making there. Coming off a pick, he wasn't about to challenge the coverage. Instead, well, he just took his medicine.
On fourth down, Broncos going to call on Jeremy Crawshaw here to punt. It's fielded at the 14. And something on the return, but not much as it still ends inside the 20. Out now come the Texans on offense. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's 1st and 10. And off to Chubb. Oh, he loses the football. Oh, and they get it back. The play's still live. And he's able to advance it just a little bit after recovering that fumble, partner, so a costly mistake is averted. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock, but now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do. Got to bring a little bit of juice, but kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. Man, if I get that first cut, I can make him bleed. When you get that ball out the first time, I guarantee you, I promise you, those guys are thinking they'll get it the next. Not sure if it was a missed assignment on the line, a dominant play on his part, maybe a little bit of both, Kate, but look at those dudes down there defensively. Man, they are fired up after that stick behind the line.
About set. This is 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Stroud. That's caught. This is Kurtz. And he's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
And the play clock hits 0. This is going to be delay a game. Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty. They'll have to come up with 5 extra yards now after that first down flag. Looking to throw, Stroud. They'll set up the screen here for Marks. Some good running there to get back, but the penalty cost him, picks up 8.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
2nd down now, they need 7. After 3 quarters, we're still neck and neck. Neither side has been able to fully separate. We're tied at 7 apiece as we get ready for the 4th. Second down now, 7 to go. They go play action with Stroud. That's to his back, Nick Chubb. And they don't get any help on this second down, Brock. He is out right along the line, so no gain.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and then netted some positive yards.
Going on third down, Stroud. That's caught for the first. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Texans are going to have a first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
They give inside to Chubb. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on first down. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you called 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Shotgun now for Stroud. He completes it in traffic. And they make the tackle at the 38.
Time and again, receivers will tell their quarterbacks, just give me a chance. Just give me a chance. Just throw it up and give me the opportunity. Well, in this case, with even 2 defenders trying to cover that wide receiver, couldn't get it done.
This is going to be play number 9 of this drive, and we could see a 10th if they can get a yard here on third down. Chubb going for the marker. And ooh, this one does not have a chance. They were ready for that one, and the effort brings up fourth down. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point.
For the field goal, a 56-yard attempt.
The kick is off the mark, no good. And late in the fourth, we stay tied.
Well, they got the chance to kick a potential game winner, Kate, and that's all that kicker wanted, a chance. Unfortunately, he didn't make it. And all he can hope now, tie game late here, is that his counterpart across the way, warming up in that kicking net, well, he doesn't get the chance to end it himself.
Throwing on first down, Nix. Has it in close. And he's going to be a yard shy of the first as they force him out after the gain of 9.
Number 14, Portland Sutton. 10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches at the 45-yard line.
Ball right up against that marker, but not there yet. It's second and inches. Straight ahead, here's Dobbins. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. And some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
Broncos.
They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning left for them. We've got first and 10. There's the fake. Here's Nix. He's going to loft one deep to the left. And that one's going to be incomplete. A deep look, unsuccessful. That's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Following the near interception, this is second and 10. Setting up to pass. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. So now it's going to be third and long. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
Coming to the line for another first and 10. Now an inside handoff to Dobbins. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackle for a loss. We've got second and 11. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down. Here he is to throw. He's trying to set up the screen. Dobbins. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. It's a pickup of 11. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get them enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Back to throw. Brought in by his back, Dobbins. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage. Houston calls it second timeout. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down.
At the 16-yard line.
Here's Dobbins. And he's going to be bottled up just a few yards into that second down run. Final timeout called by the Texans. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on third down. To throw. Toward the side of the end zone, but that one's incomplete.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone. And defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and leave teams for field goals, you got a great chance to win.
That one is good. And late in the fourth, they have grabbed the lead.
That's called getting his job done, Kate, drilling it right through. And now they're in position to win this game. Now it's on some of those guys who are out there with them on the kick, those defenders, to hang on to this lead to give them the win.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away.
To kick off for the Broncos.
That's going to be taken in at the 8. His effort's going to get him to that 32-yard line before he's taken down. Now we get a look at this Texans offense. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. He'll look to throw it. Looking underneath for Marks. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
5 still to go here. This is second down. From the gun, Stroud. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like the 40-yard line. He gets 6 on that play, and it sets up a Houston first.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
A modest amount of time left, Brock, but crucially, no timeouts for him. It's first down. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. He takes slant here to Kirk. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. 12 yards on that play, and a good call, and that's him the first.
He did such a good job of not just hitting him in a window on that slant, in the right window, but hitting him right in time, right in a spot where he had room to run and add on to that catch.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Stroud to throw on first down. Finds him on the crossing route. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. So the Broncos ride out of here with a win on the road. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. So for my partner Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Broncos are winners, as we'll see you next time from Houston.